But moving on to the fights from this weekend, Joseph Diaz obviously beating Jesus Rojas on Facebook. And the last time I checked, the stream had like 4.6, 4.7 million views, I believe. And I checked that, I think, yesterday. So God knows what it's at now. But even though it obviously received a lot of criticism for the stream dropping out, and that happens, I think, especially in the transition we have to live sports, to streaming. I think we have to, not we, the streaming industry has to sort of adjust to bandwidth usage, etc. I know Adam over at TBV reported that was the main issue as to why the stream went down for 4 rounds. But that's going to happen in this transition period. We're going to get times like that where fights, all of a sudden, boom, you have 100,000, 200,000 people watching it at once, and it drops off. That might happen, especially with Facebook. Like, people don't know, Facebook is a much poorer system for streaming than, let's say, YouTube. Or even ESPN, I would say. Like, it doesn't have that in it, just from my understanding of what happens usually. Facebook streams are much more likely to go down than YouTube streams. It's just common sense. YouTube's owned by Google. Is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try to be nice in this sort of review of the fight. Joseph Diaz, to me, kind of reverted back to form. And that form, to me, was always my perception of Joseph Diaz as a sort of volume puncher, some good skill, but nothing out of the world, no insane power, no insane athleticism, and a decent cardio tank. And having, above average technique and above average skill with average athleticism, average cardio, and all that can get you pretty far in this game, especially if you're tough, especially being a southpaw. And Jesus Rojas, a guy that usually is a very slow starter, was not a slow starter this night. And he went at Joseph Diaz. Even though I thought Joseph Diaz clearly won the fight, it was competitive. He had to sort of work for it. And in the version of Joseph Diaz we saw that was walking down Gary Russell, seeming to be this much bigger opponent that had all this power, he came in against Jesus Rojas, and against Jesus Rojas, who's far lesser skilled than Gary Russell. To me, not a journeyman, that's sort of rude of Rojas, but a regional guy. He's a regional fighter that you sort of plug in as a B-side to these guys on the come-up or as a tune-up. He's that guy. He has no power behind him, has no real skills, and be in your face and try to throw combinations to your body, old school Mexican style. And Joseph Diaz just did that. He just fought that fight, and he kind of looked poor and average to me. I shouldn't say poor. He should look definitely average in his fight to me. And coming off the heels of, even though he lost against Gary Russell, I think his stock rose a lot for most of us in the Gary Russell fight. This was weird. This was a revert back to form, or back to the public opinion I think a lot of us had of Joseph Diaz. And I don't know where he goes next. I think, and obviously on top of that, him missing weight, it's just, I think him moving up to 130 would be probably beneficial. It is what it is. So, the prospect saying, gotta sleep, Matt. Keep doing you, bro. Peace, everyone. Peace, prospect. Good night. We're going to head over into, one more boxing topic of the day, and then we're going to get into, actually, like one and a half. And this one is very quick. Trevor Bryan knocking out BJ Flores in 4 rounds, winning the WBA interim strap, I believe. Yes, the interim strap. All I'll say is Trevor Bryan, if you do not know, is promoted by Don King. So, it is what it is, right? Like, that kind of makes it pretty obvious, in my opinion. how he got that shot, not only against BJ Flores, but for that belt. Hilarious.